Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be answering some of the Node.js interview questions. Okay, let's proceed with the questions. The first question: what is Node.js and how does it differ from other server-side technologies like API-CHE or PHP? To say Node.js is a runtime environment that allows you to run JavaScript code on the server side. It is built on the V8 JavaScript engine and uses an event-driven non-blocking IO model, making it efficient for handling multiple requests simultaneously. The main difference between the other server-side technologies and Node.js is that it uses other server-side technologies. They all use a multi-threaded model, meaning that each request spawns a new thread, which can be resource intensive. So whereas Node.js uses a single threaded event loop with asynchronous callbacks, allowing it to handle thousands of connections efficiently without spawning multiple threads. So the next question: what is a callback function in Node.js and why are they commonly used in asynchronous programming? Okay, a callback function is a function that is passed as an argument to another function and executed later. Coming to why it is used in asynchronous programming, to say that Node.js is a non-blocking, meaning functions like reading a file or making an API request won't stop execution. Instead, they take a callback function that gets executed once the operation is completed. For example, JS copy edit. If we copy some file, the read file runs asynchronously and the callback is executed when the file is read. So that's how we use the callback function. Now, the next third question: what is the purpose of the package.json file in a Node.js project? Can you explain the key properties found in this file? Okay, the package.json is the configuration file for Node.js project. It contains metadata about the project and the managing dependencies. The key properties are name, which is the name of the project, the version, which is the current version of the project, description, a brief description of the project, main, that is the entry point example, for example, .js, index.js, like that, and dependencies. It lists external packages required for the project. They have dependencies like list packages used only for the development process. Scripts which defines command line scripts for running the project, example like start, test, like that. And next, explain the difference between require and import statements in Node.js. When and why would you use one over the other? Okay, now let's see the difference between the require and import statements. The require and import statements have their own uses. Like for example, the require, the older common JS module system used in Node.js before ES6. Import is the newer ES6 module syntax. Uh, this is how it is differentiated. Require is an old one, whereas the import is a new one. We will use require in older Node.js versions or when working with common JS modules, whereas we'll use import in modern JS projects that supports ES modules. Um, Next question: what is the middleware in the context of Express.js? Can you give an example of how you would use middleware in an application? So middleware functions are functions that have access to the request, response, and the next function in an Express.js app. They're used for logging requests or parsing request bodies or handling authentication or error handling or uh, it handles like in the mediator form. Okay, the next one is what is RESTful API and how can you create one using Node.js and Express.js? Explain the main HTTP methods used in RESTful APIs. So, what are useful in RESTful APIs? It's representational state transfer. That is the full form. A presentational state transfer API. It's a web service that follows the REST principles using HTTP methods to perform operations on resources. Main HTTP methods are get, it fetches the data; post, it creates a new resource; whereas put, it updates an existing resource; delete, it removes the resource. Creating a REST API with Node.js and Express.js would be might helpful and very useful for us. What is the purpose of the Node Package Manager NPM and how do you use it to manage dependencies in a Node.js project? Okay, let's see what's the purposes. If we see, there are multiple purposes for this. Like NPM, Node Package Manager is used to install, manage, and update packages in a Node.js project. When dealing with these Node.js projects, we needed these NPM. Common commands are npm init. It initializes a new project, package.json. npm install express, it installs express and adds it to the dependencies. And whereas npm update, it updates all the installed packages. npm uninstall express, it installs the or removes a package, uninstalls or removes a package. Okay, last question. Why is it important to hash passwords in a web application? Hashing passwords is very crucial. It is used for hashing is one way, so passwords cannot be reversed. So it's crucial for security because storing plain text passwords is very dangerous. It would be easy for the hackers to hack your accounts. So it prevents password theft if the database is hacked. Modern hashing algorithms use salting to add randomness, making attacks like rainbow table attacks ineffective. So this is how we use. So using hash passwords in web applications ensures that even if an attacker accesses the database, they cannot see the actual passwords. Okay, these are some of the Node.js interview questions that will be asked according to our capstone submission 401. Thank you all. See you all in the next video. Thank you. Hope you all understood. Thank you.